get ready, because I'm going to say this with my fucking chest. And the men, I'm going to hold your hand really tight when I say this. I have zero regrets putting my son over my spouse. And I am talking to the men now, because what do you know? All of the men in my comments are like, wow, he's going to be so much happier without you. Being a stepdad is a thankless job. This is why you should never date a single mom. If you feel that way, don't pick up dating a single mom. You think I hid my son from him when we first met? No, he knew about him. He didn't meet him for a while, but he knew I was in fact a single mom. Do you think I was holding him hostage for 10 years? No, he stayed for 10 years. He put a ring on my finger and we got married and he knew I had a child. And I will hold true to this opinion and I will die on the hill when I say that my partner's happiness is not my responsibility. You are an adult male who can regulate his emotions, who can take care of himself when no one is around. But guess what? As a mother, I have a responsibility to a child who didn't just decide to be here. I chose to put him on this planet. It was my mother-in-law's job to take care of regulating the emotions and raising my soon-to-be ex-husband, but it's my job to care for my son. And I want to make sure that he knows that he's loved and priority and cared for, so that in the future he knows how to treat others, so that in the future he knows how to treat his children. And I would hope in the future that while I don't think that you should put your spouse to the side, you don't neglect your spouse, but guess what? Their happiness, their success, and their stability is not your responsibility, but is in fact their own. But my child is all my responsibility. He cannot drive. He cannot fully take care of himself. If he were to hurt himself, he wouldn't know what to do. It's my job as his mother. Let's clarify something, because I did say in one of my previous videos that if my soon-to-be ex-husband was the father of my child, it would be different. And let's just clear the air on that. When two parents, who are the parents of the children of the family, work together in unity as a family unit, you have mother and father running the household and all of the children underneath. Now, I believe it sets an example of authority, respect, love, and care when a mother and a father work together in unity. They are above head of household and the children are everywhere below. But that is not the case. My baby daddy and I are not together. He brought another woman into my son's life, and I chose to bring another man into my son's life. So now, my son, I am responsible for him, but his stepfather, it would be nice if he would help, but he is not fully responsible for his child. My son's father is very much involved. We split custody 50-50. He doesn't need a stepfather. Would I have loved him to take on that role? Absolutely yes. But I chose to bring another man into the relationship. My ex brought another woman into the relationship. And so now the son becomes the priority over that other person. And look, am I surprised that some people don't agree with me? Absolutely not. Am I surprised that it's the men in the comments who are really upset with that? Absolutely not. Of course they are. It is the women, the mothers, who get it, who understand. And that is in fact who I'm talking to. I think I'm just gonna do my absolute best and figure it out along the way. And that's really all that our children ever need, is to know that we're doing our best and we're truly doing our best to raise them however we can. I'm fully confident that I'm doing everything possible to make that boy turn into a great man when he grows up. He's going to know that his mom loves him. He's going to know that his mom, who raised him as a single mom, prioritized him over everything, and that I worked hard to make sure that he was raised correctly. And I'm going to do that with his father, because we split custody 50-50. I mean, that my soon-to-be ex-husband just didn't want that role, and that's okay, but we're going to move on now, and we're not going to kind of keep going back and forth as to why he didn't want that role. Did I hurt anyone's feelings there? Did I irritate any men? It's okay.